The United States was founded on a radical idea: individual liberty. The Declaration of Independence boldly proclaimed that all men are created equal, endowed with certain unalienable rights. These rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, formed the bedrock of the new nation. Early Americans, many fleeing oppression and seeking opportunity, embraced these principles. They envisioned a society where individuals, not kings or corporations, held the power. This emphasis on individual freedom shaped the early republic. Small businesses and farms dotted the landscape. Citizens participated directly in government. The economy, while growing, remained largely localized. America's future, it seemed, rested on the ingenuity and hard work of its people. The Industrial Revolution, beginning in the late 18th century, fundamentally reshaped the American landscape. New technologies like the steam engine and the cotton gin dramatically increased production. Factories sprang up in cities, attracting workers from rural areas and immigrants seeking a better life. This shift from an agrarian to an industrial society had profound consequences. Cities swelled with new arrivals, leading to overcrowding and social problems. The gap between the wealthy industrialists and the working class widened. The rise of corporations, with their ability to amass capital and resources, began to challenge the dominance of individual entrepreneurs. The late 19th century, often called the Gilded Age, witnessed the rise of colossal corporations and their powerful leaders. Men like John D. Rockefeller in oil, Andrew Carnegie in steel, and J.P. Morgan in finance built vast empires. These captains of industry, as they were sometimes called, revolutionized American business. Their methods, however, often drew criticism. They ruthlessly crushed competitors, exploited workers, and used their wealth to influence government. Critics labeled them robber barons, accusing them of prioritizing profit over people. This era highlighted the growing tension between corporate power and the rights of individuals. Section 4. Legal foundations, corporate personhood, and limited liability. The legal landscape shifted dramatically in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, solidifying corporate power. The concept of corporate personhood emerged, granting corporations some of the same legal rights as individuals. This included the right to own property, enter into contracts, and sue or be sued. Another key development was limited liability. This legal principle shielded shareholders from personal responsibility for corporate debts or wrongdoing. This encouraged investment in corporations, fueling their growth but also insulating them from accountability. These legal changes, while seemingly technical, had profound implications for the balance of power in America. Section 5. The Roaring Twenties and the Great Depression, Booms, Busts, and Corporate Influence. The Roaring Twenties witnessed a period of unprecedented economic growth, fueled in part by corporate expansion and consumerism. Corporations flourished, their influence reaching new heights in American society. However, this boom proved unsustainable. The stock market crash of 1929 ushered in the Great Depression, the worst economic crisis in American history. Millions lost their jobs, homes, and savings. The Depression exposed the risks of unchecked corporate power and the need for greater regulation. Section 6. The post-war era corporate consolidation and the military-industrial complex. The aftermath of World War II saw continued corporate consolidation. Mergers and acquisitions created larger and more powerful corporations. This trend was particularly evident in industries like defense, energy, and finance. President Dwight D. Eisenhower famously warned of the growing influence of the military-industrial complex. He argued that the close relationship between government and defense contractors posed a threat to democracy. This era witnessed the rise of corporate lobbying and campaign contributions, further amplifying corporate influence on government policy.